when we had last left Andreas. He had finally returned back to the Abbey and got reacquainted after several years with old friends and some old foes. But on the way there, he also had a run-in, once more, with the anchoress, who bore a foreboding message and fruit. Yes, another vision. But also did Andreas finally get some insight into her life there in the single room. Now it was time to meet with now Mother Illuminata. This is Pentiment. Welcome back. And of course, let's also check out the Prior's house real quick before we do any of that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Maybe I already checked. Okay, over here, scriptorium. Cool. Hang on. Let me... No, not that. This one? How do I... Tab? There we go. Yeah, there's some new drawings here. There's a fun rabbit. There was also like a... horny looking skeleton or something. I don't know how to explain it. Aww. Very cute. I wonder if the text updates as well. Look, it even mentions Cecilia. Huh. Weird. Okay, let's look over here. Oh, look. Most of this is put into the corner now, huh? Yeah, holy shit, there's only one lectern or whatever you call it for work that's, like, active. The rest are just, like, shoved to the side because it's like, I don't know, a dying form. The scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Gerno closed the library. Jedna. Greetings, Master Maler. Hello, Sister Jedna. You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord. A lord who's strapped down with obligations to others. Between my wife and my patrons, I'm miserable. Yes, but overburdened with problems. I've no time for my own art, only that of my patrons. Not particularly. I've had to travel all over for my patrons. It's been difficult with the revolts. Yes, but overburdened with problems. I've no time for my own art, only that of my patrons. How dreadful. At least you can choose your patrons and do what vocation you please. Why don't you like living at Kearsarge, sister? You're not the only one with troubles, you know. As bitter as ever, I see. Why don't you like living at Kearsarge, sister? Let's hear some more insight into her state of mind. I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in. As a nun, I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Kearsarge. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you aren't the most successful person in Tassing right now. I had no idea. I'm sorry. Is that why you dislike Mother Illuminata so much? So you flout and disrespect the rest of the sisters? I see. Fuck, I'm sorry. I had no idea. You're lucky to have the life you do, Andreas Maler. You men can become whatever you like. While I, a woman of noble birth, is forever stuck to sit with crones and old men. I've accepted a lot these past years, but I can't ever be as perfect as Illuminata. Still, it's better than it was. Ellipses. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Maler. Until later, Sister Jedna. Man, I do sort of love the, how much the game has you reckon with, like, the inequality and, like, your own privilege as being someone, like, right, like it doesn't make it to where, like, two things cannot be true, that you do come from, like, you are privileged now, right? You have money, you can travel, you are not suffering in the same way that these other people are, but also you do have your own plight as well, right? Like, clearly you are marred by some kind of depression, it seems, right? I don't know. It's very nice the way that I feel like it has you sort of face that, right? I like, especially the dinner with the, sorry, not to go in deeper with this, I really enjoyed the dinner with the Gertners and shit like that. With the father especially, with, oh my gosh, what's his name? Peter. Medium Peter, right? Not normal Peter, not ill Peter, but standard Peter. And how he was, despite everything, wanted to, like, was still very proud, right? He still wanted to portray that, like, pride or whatever. And maybe pride isn't even the right word for it, right? I don't know. But, like, also myself coming from, like, a pretty fucking poor family, like, that was stuff that I saw a lot growing up, from elders and whatnot. But also, even more interesting, like, not to get too personal here, but another interesting way in which that was sort of, like, turned on its head, for me at least, like, despite being fairly poor, as we started to, like, I don't know, claw our way to middle class, right? We would also try to save up money, even though it was definitely probably not in our best interest to do so. We would save up money to go travel to see my mom's family, who lived in the Philippines on the complete opposite side of the world. And, of course, plane tickets and lodging and all of that is not fucking cheap. But we did it anyway because, you know, like, that's her family. And that's technically, although, like, it's a bit strange for me, right? It's technically my, like, family as well. But one of the very fascinating things that, like, it got me thinking about the dinner and everything was that I've been on both ends of that as well, because when I went there, it was sort of a similar situation, because even when we were, like, we were still very, like, entrenched in, like, being poor folks, right? Going there, it was like another world, like there was like a different scale being used or whatever, right? Because we were poor, but then also they were even poorer, right? Like the way of, I don't know, the amount of money that was just in general around, like, I don't know how else to explain it, but, like, I guess the simplest way to say it is, like, we were considered fucking poor in the United States because, like, shit, we were, like, on fucking, we were getting, oh god, what do you call it, like, EBT, or, like, we would go to food places and stuff like that, because we just couldn't fucking do it any other way. But just a few years after that, when we finally had enough money saved up to go visit them, immediately we were, like, swapped in position and all of that, right? I don't know. It's such a wild way of thinking about, but also, of course, then I moved out, like, I mean, thanks, glad that my mom was able to, as far as I can tell, I would say that my mom is, like, my mother is like, middle class now, but then moving out has sort of turned the dial back a little bit for me. But even so, you know, like, all things considered, you know, doing a little bit more, a bit better than others, in some ways, right? I don't know. It's just an interesting way that, like, I guess I'm going so out of my way to say that, like, it's fascinating how the game handled it so well and got me to, like, reflect and think about that, even like, as I was playing, in a lot in between videos and all of that. I don't know. It was just very interestingly handled, and I think well handled. Anyway, library. Oh, yeah, we can just go in here. Oh, geez, Illuminata. Huh. Sorry as well if, I guess this goes throughout all of my videos ever. But sorry as well if you can hear the love dog snoring. Right, she is falling asleep and is snoring kind of loudly. I never know if that actually gets picked up on the microphone, but hey. Anyway. Illuminata? Can we go up? Oh yeah, we could. Let's speak with her first. God bless you, Andreas. It has been too long. I know Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Kaspar Ziegler, from Salzburg. Good day, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Kaspar Ziegler, from Salzburg. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Kaspar. Master Maler. Sister Zhedna. It's good to see you, sister. Sister Zhedna. Ellipses. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Guild of St. Luke regulated trade and sale of art in cities around Europe. Artists who sought to have apprentices and businesses often had to become members for the privilege. Father Gerno saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zhedna had the time to maintain our inventory. That's terrible. Kearsau was one of the last monastic scriptoria in Bavaria. Piero did say it was going to happen sooner or later. Let's not say that. Let's say it's terrible. As Brother Piero was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now, all that remains are books for sale to interested parties. A task that Father Gerno has entrusted to me. Ellipses. And Sister Zhedna, of course. Well, I'm eager to look through your inventory. I don't even know where to start. I'm eager to look through your inventory. Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene. Something that's not in print yet. Excellent idea, Casper. Okay. We can't talk to any of them again? Can I talk to Illuminata again? Take your time. Make sure you've looked through the whole collection. Okay. It is fascinating that... Like, I now wonder if the notes have been from Illuminata or not. Like, this casts aspersions, it casts doubts on that theory. That Illuminata is like the mastermind. To see her like this, right? I don't know. But then who could it fucking be? I don't know. Alright, well. Let's read. Read this, whatever it is. Parzival. Perhaps Claus would not object to this romance given its emphasis on Christian virtues. Parzival. A 13th century retelling of the Arthurian hero Percival. Written by Wolfram von Exenbach. Themes of love and chivalry are prominent in this adventure tale. The German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows? Maybe it will inspire her imagination. Let's go up. Can we check up? Something else. Huh. I think these are Latin translations of some of Origen's homilies. Also, it looks like it's partially burned. Origen? Prolific 1st century ascetic and theologian best known for his exegetical writings and homilies, influenced by the development of the Trinity and the ransom theory of atonement. I think there was a cat in the top right licking its own butt. Hang on. Yeah. Awesome. And a goat snail, too. Probably not a great gift for a young... Wait. This is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. Holy shit. The burned book. Okay. Let's read this. A copy of Jacobus de Voragin's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. And the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. How about this? Oh, Richard de Bury's Philobiblon. It's a text on the collection and preservation of books. Richard de Bury? A 13th century English priest and later Bishop of Durham. Richard de Bury was one of the first private book collectors and is best known for the Philobiblon, which prescribed the care of his collection. Something written in the margin. Wait, is this something I did? That looks like one of my pointers. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. I wonder what that says. Ergo nes vivitiae nes deliciae? Fuck, I have no idea. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Okay. I gotta say, I've always been really bad at picking up second languages even in like a literal sense and in a more figurative sense of languages. I've never been able to very easily take to, like, in classes learning French or Spanish. I've also greatly struggled with trying to learn programming code and musical notes. Despite having tried all of those, I've never been very good at it whatsoever. Let's read this. Albertus Magnus's De Animalibus. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals and the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Oh, okay. Let's head on over here. Like, it's true, Illuminata here being sad about this doesn't necessarily mean she isn't the one writing the notes, right? But I don't know. And with her new position. That said, maybe she's working in consort with other nuns, right? That was a theory we'd had before. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder who the fuck it could be. Right? They couldn't be too old, right? Because I assume that they will show up throughout the game and that will be like that's the connective tissue, this mystery of who's writing these notes, right? Who the mastermind is. So they couldn't be too old. Otherwise, they're liable to die off, right? It has to be someone who has a good chance of surviving the entirety of the game, right? And also, they couldn't have been too young, otherwise they couldn't have mastered and learned the writing and all of that, right? And they have to have had access to learning in some way, right? To be able to pull off the, like, beautiful hand, right? That we've commented on. Anyway, Illuminata. Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. Oh, shit. Okay. Huh. Oh, fuck. Which one should we get? I think Parzival was a good one. Too bad we can't just buy all of them. Though maybe, I don't know how expensive these things really are relative to how much we make. I saw a lovely Parzival I'd like to buy. A romance, Andreas? I'm a bit surprised. It's for Klaus Drucker's daughter, Magdalene. That's even less appropriate, but not my concern. I hope she enjoys it. Is there anything else you need? Wait, what the fuck is in that book? What kind of a romance are we talking? Alright. Yes, Mother Illuminata. What do you know about this book? I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it? Yeah, this is really, like, I'm almost ready to close the book on it potentially being Illuminata. Unless she's really, like, faking it hardcore. You know? It seems super unlikely. Maybe we should backtrack to a point of asking, do we think whoever is behind it is based in the Abbey, or is based in Tassing, the town, right? I feel like it's gotta be the Abbey because they knew about, like, secret access points and everything, right? What if it's like fucking Rudiger or some shit, you know? Just someone out of fucking nowhere. I think that's my thinking, is that they should be roughly the same age as Andreas in order for them to be able to have pulled this off, right? And for them to presumably be present in every act, and for them to be the final mystery, you know? And Rudiger seems to be about our age, but we don't really have any other reason to believe it would be Rudiger, you know? What a fucking mystery, huh? Like, it could be fucking anybody. Okay. If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. Right. I didn't bring any books for summoning. That's a shame, because whoever scribed this book wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. Let's say that. The ones in the fine bookhand? Brother Adek told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the thread puller. Huh? Someone who was manipulating people at Kearsarge and Tassing, pulling at threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. Oh, we have a murder mystery, like, killer name, huh? The Thread Puller? Fuck yes. What a great name as well, right? What a great fucking name that works in this era, in this period, but also is just cool, right? The Thread Puller? Fucking A. Maybe it's my, like, Morrowind background, right? You know, the fucking thread of prophecy has been severed and shit. But fuck, I love the Thread Puller. Holy shit. I fucking love it. Alright. I thought one of the brothers killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Kearsarge and Tassing's secrets. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalog and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbot would mind if you kept it. Excellent. Thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Huh. Eat with the Druckers. Right. Anything else, Illuminata? God bless you, Andreas. Okay. Anything else, Zhedna? Greetings. Okay. Anything over here? Is Guy here? No. We could go out here. Do we think Adek is out here still? No. Unlikely. Alright. Get on over this way. Good. What if it's... I don't know. I'm trying to think of who the fuck it could be. You know? What's really interesting is that it's an old book. You know? And it's been here for a while, so that... Like, it still could be someone roughly Andreas' age, but maybe slightly his senior. Fuck, I don't know. Okay. Here, can I bring up my map and find out where Adek is? No. Alright. Kitchen and cellar, maybe? It's a mealtime, so it's my best bet. Nah, nothing. Down here? Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it would be... Maybe it has to be a man? Because then you're less suspicious if you get caught? Right? Like, if we're to assume that whoever did it was the figure cloaked in white that one night at the aqueduct, like, I have to assume that... Well, fuck, I don't know. Maybe it's one of the people at the mill? Maybe it's like, that jackass who works at the mill? I don't know. I feel like it's gotta be... Well, no, I don't know. Maybe it is him, right? Because he is kind of learned. But how would he know about the Roman ruins and all the other shit? Maybe he explored around as a child or something? I don't know. Lucas. God bless you, Master Maler. Adek, can we talk about this?
Is that you again, Andreas?
Yes, brother. I have a book I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, I'm afraid I may not be of much help. I can barely read anymore.
I can describe it to you. It's a book of Origen's homilies, written in a fine bookhand.
And is it singed, and it is singed around the edges?
Yes. You know it. Do you know where it came from? Who wrote it?
Andreas, forget this book.
What? Why?
It came from a place of fire in a terrible darkness.
What does that mean? Oh my god, what? What is up with this shit?
This cover, these leaves, they bear the marks of a great evil that was done. A soul can also bear such marks, carry them for a lifetime.
Whose soul? The person who wrote the book?
There is a presence that watches over this place, Andreas. A presence that wishes for things to remain as they are.
Sister Margaret told me that before the Baron was murdered. She smelled the devil's presence at Kearsarge. A presence? What do you mean? Fuck yeah, we gotta talk about that. She smelled the devil's presence at Kearsarge. What if it's someone we haven't met yet? Right? What if they're in hiding? Is that what you mean? Ellipses.
I cannot say any more, Andreas. I'm sorry.
I understand. What? Really? You can't tell me anymore? Let's press.
I dare not. For your own good. God protect you.
You as well, brother. Holy shit, we need to talk to all the old people. While we still can. Go now? God bless you, Andreas. Matthew?
God bless you, Andreas.
Volkbert? God bless you, Master Andreas. Wolslav? God bless you, Andreas. Rudiger? Yep, okay. Florian? Hey, yeah, right. I fucking love that now. Fucking Rudiger. Alright. Man, that's gonna be fucking a hell of a time if push comes to shove with the peasantry and the abbey, and then someone we really like gets killed in it. Right? Someone we think who is not a piece of shit ends up taking a hit. Ooh. I feel like we are being set up perfectly for that to happen. Okay. Large garden. Because there are a few places that we haven't been able to go yet, you know? Like over here? At the abattoir? I don't really even know what the fuck that is. And also as well, there's the area beyond the nun zone, right? There's that, like, locked area that we never get access to. And indeed, maybe it is that whoever it is maybe still working in conjunction with the nuns in a limited fashion. Right? Huh. Fascinating. And I wonder if, like, if that's the case, I wonder if Cecilia was privy to it, and if now is Illuminata? It seems unlikely.
Andreas.
Let's check the convent garden again. Yeah, this place back here. Sometimes there's like a arrow on it to where we can go in. The prioress's house. Oh, Lisbeth. I haven't talked to you ever. Not really. This is where Cecilia used to hang out.
God bless you, Master Maler.
God bless you, Sister Lisbeth. Is working for Mother Illuminata very different than working for Mother Cecilia?
My duties remain the same, regardless of who the prioress is.
You're very devoted to the prioress, sister. Surely you've noticed some changes. Don't tell me you haven't noticed any differences, sister. You were Mother Cecilia's assistant for so long. Didn't you want to become prioress? Surely you've noticed some changes. Ellipses.
Mother Illuminata prefers a warmer room. I maintain the hearth in her room throughout the night.
That's incredibly considerate, sister. Seems like a lot of work. That's incredibly considerate, sister.
May it bring glory to God. I must return to my duties. God bless you, Master Maler.
And you, sister. Okay. Huh. Gertrude?
God bless you, God bless you, Andreas. Welcome back to Kearsarge.
Thank you, Sister Gertrude. All of Tassing seems to know I'm here. Haha, you're a big man in a small town, Andreas. Word travels fast. Besides, Mausfanger tells me everything that goes on in Kearsaw. Who's Mausfanger? Our convent cat, and an excellent rat catcher. She's always wandering about. You'll see her sometime, Caspar. And an excellent gossip too, it seems. You'll see her sometime, Caspar. I don't like cats. They hiss and scratch. Oh, Mausfanger's harmless if you're not pilfering the garden or cellar. She's gotten as plump as me in her later years. Until later, sister. Bless you, Andreas. Bless you, Caspar. Who's in here? Ah. Do you think Caspar will say anything? Us petting Mausfanger? No? Okay. Cool. Let's check the loquarium really quickly. No, nothing. Alright, fair enough. We still don't really know the mystery behind the windmill being here and why it's necessarily peculiar, right? That was teased and we don't know too much about it. Who would have motive for, like, being so fucking extra to go around and do all this shit and leave the notes, you know? Maybe someone a little bored. You wanna know who I'm hinting at, who I'm getting at? What about not the windmill guy, but his wife or whatever, right? She seemed kind of discontent. She also seemed kind of learned. But watching over for a long time. I don't know. That said, that may just be scuttlebutt. That part. I don't know. Let's check back at the inn. Maybe there's someone active during this time of the day. I haven't really been around the inn. Except, in the morning and evening. Doesn't seem like it. Nico? No. Okay. This asshole? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. Maybe he's like a musketeer or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know shit. Watch him actually be a really nice guy. Huh. Maybe it's Father Thomas. Right? Maybe it's Father fucking Thomas, huh? We go inside of his house, right? Father Thomas has a house, but we've never been inside of it. What if he's got all sorts of interesting shit going on, huh? Father Thomas. Kindly Father Thomas, huh? Look at him. I'd fucking believe it. Alright. Let's see. Who do we gotta meet with? It's the Druckers, right? Let's double check. Okay. Yeah, head over for a meal and give them the book. Alright. Oh. Who the hell are these people? Okay. Sure. Who are these people? Magdalene? Maybe they're here to get a book? Klaus? You're back. Good. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Caspar care to join us? Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas. Caspar? Andreas, these are my friends, Benjamin and Rachel Sommerfield. They're on their way back to Prague. Prague, an imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire. The city's mint made it a hub for German and Italian bankers and merchants, and its university became a gathering place for many Reformation thinkers. Okay. A good day. Hello. Excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Hello. Oh shit, she said something. Hello. That sounded like a real word, Klaus. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful segue to the gift I've brought her. Oh? Consider it a small apology. A book from the Abbey Library. When's her birthday? Consider it a small apology. Well, all right. Let's see this small apology. Here you are. Parzival, I'm sure she'll love this. I hope she does. It might make some good bedtime reading, until she can read it on her own. I hope she does. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Summerfields don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in Christian homes. Thank you for asking, Klaus. Man, Klaus is very considerate too, huh? All right, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, and these, your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh. Oh shit, no fucking way. Fuck out of here. Is it time? No, I'm fine. I think I'm just sore everywhere. Oof. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Is your home in Prague? Basel? Basil? It can't be basil, not like the herb, right? Basel? Basel? Tassing is hardly on the way to Prague. Has the fighting come close? Tassing is hardly on the way to Prague. We'd rather not get caught up in battles between the Swabian League and peasants, so we've taken a strange route. Swabian League was a military group maintained by the free imperial cities of the Holy Roman Empire. Members included nobles, knights, and hired or retained mercenaries. Cool frog with a fun hat. We were in Basel to do some business, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. Oh. Ah. Is it really so bad for Jews there? Let's just say they've gone back and forth enough on Jews in Basel that it's best not to feel too comfortable. We felt comfortable enough with our host, but Benjamin is right. We couldn't stay long. Do you know the printer Johann Froven? How could I not? He's turned Basel into the pride of Is that how you pronounce it? Basel? Maybe, yeah, Basel. Into the pride of Swiss printing. He has incredible artists working for him. All true, and we certainly don't mind that he publishes books in Hebrew. That's why we visited. Benjamin and I are creating Hebrew type for him. It turns out that when your town banishes all the Jews, you have a more difficult time finding Jews to work for you. Who could have guessed? I just wish it hadn't taken us so long to get home. We have so far to go still. It's lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and master artist at my dinner table. True. It isn't all misfortune. Daddy! Aw. Oh, yes, thank you. And a future printer and baby printer-to-be. Tassing hasn't seen this many artists under our roof in a while. It's amazing to see how far printing has come so quickly. Some of the engravings I've seen are incredible. What have you been working on in Prague? Well, The skills for printing and painting are not that similar. Jeez, you can be such a prick. Oh my god. It's true that they're not entirely similar, but it feels like it's an art form, like a craft all to its own, right? It's amazing to see how far printing has come so quickly. Some of the engravings I've seen are incredible. And new techniques, new types, new styles are being developed every year. Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. How novel. I suppose that would be a little easier to read than Hebrew square type. Is there much demand for that? Hell yeah, this is the perfect time. We're amongst, like, craftsfolk. Let's fucking lay into being, like, into it ourselves. I suppose that would be a little easier to read than the Hebrew square type. Yes, exactly. Spoken like a man who understands the value of legibility. We expect our rabbis and the boys in the yeshivo to read Hebrew in the standard type, but it's difficult for others. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who only read Yiddish. Oh. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus. Good. I'd like that. Oof. Oh, no way. This is such a, like, subversion of the expectation, right? So many times in, like, all sorts of media, if there's a pregnant woman, it's just like a narrative time bomb or whatever, right? But here, it's just like, here's the introduction, and it might be about ready to happen right now. Yes, I'm fine. Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travelers as the passes open, but lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town. 12 articles? Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. Father Thomas, right. Huh. Good with words, huh, Father Thomas? Father Thomas is moving up my suspect list for being the thread puller. It's got a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard of him. You heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? I think the abbot is in a difficult position, and he's just trying to find a way through it. The abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? I mean, he is in a difficult position, but, like, the people who he is presiding over are in a more difficult position, and you should fucking, like, have some empathy, right? The abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? You're not wrong. Remember what happened to Attilia's house? The abbot took it away. She's lost everything. She works for Father Thomas now. Oh, she what? Yeah, we know that. But I kind of want to say she what, right? But yeah, the idea of a system like that, whereby people pay taxes into something, is that it helps them when the times are tough, right? Not that it fucking crushes them, you know? The idea is that it's for the betterment of everyone that you enact and engage in a system like that sort of taxation, right? It's meant to upgrade the standard of living of everybody who is involved. Alright. She what? I was as surprised as you are now. We all were. But that was the only charity available to her. Sorry, not trying to bring up bad memories. I was just trying to say that things have been hard on the peasants for years. It's just gotten worse recently. If the abbey is in such a bad state, there must be someone the abbot can appeal to for more money. Who? The Pope? The Duke of Bavaria may lend him military aid, but money is unlikely. He could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Let's click on Duke of Bavaria. The title held jointly by two brothers, Louis X and William IV. Both are working to suppress the peasant revolts. Ah. Yeah, the Duke of Bavaria may lend him military aid, but money is unlikely, yeah. He could try to sit down with Otto and work something out. Otto's tried to reason with him. The abbot won't listen. White bread, apple pie, mushroom pottage. Oh man, apple pie. Alright. Let's get some shroomages. We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all throughout Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true. I worry about what will happen in Tassing. Ow. Ellipses. I'm fine. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What is the Swabian League? Soldiers of the Swabian royalty, nobility, meant to keep peace in the empire. Mercenaries, soldiers for hire. They rally for coin, not for cause. Bastards who think they can crush people for the crime of standing up for themselves. Fuck yeah, we should probably click on this first. The Swabian League was a military group maintained by the free imperial cities of the Holy Roman Empire. Members included nobles, knights, and hired or retained mercenaries. Bastards. Right or wrong, they can crush them. We saw their handiwork. It was brutal. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria. The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kearsarge. Get that bread. Ellipses. Claus, I'm sorry for showing up yesterday without writing. You had every right to be angry. Claus, I wanted to apologize for never writing back. I was so caught up in work, you know how it is, and I never got around to it. Claus, I'm sorry for never writing back. What happened here in Tassing, at Kearsarge? I just wanted to forget it. Claus, I'm sorry for what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. Let's go with this, because it says I'm sorry, and it tries to convey, like, really why we didn't, you know? Claus, I'm sorry for never writing back. What happened here in Tassing, at Kearsarge, I just wanted to forget it. I was too much of a coward to write back after hearing Bert and Marie passed. I'm sorry. Ellipses. 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 Let's eat some apple pie. Ow. Oh. This is it. This is it. Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now, this is all my fault. We should have left Basel earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care, I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? Oh, is it because she's Jewish? That the midwife might not? Agnes Steinauern, she's Tassing's midwife. Would she accept her? There's also Dr. Stoltz, but I don't fucking know. I have some medical experience. God, should I do it? I feel like Agnes is the one to go to. Right? She seems the most competent, but I don't really know if she would accept Rachel. Fuck it, let's ask Agnes. Or maybe I should do it, because I have special reactivity. Right? Because I don't know if anyone else could even click this. Should we click it just because we can? No way, let's ask Agnes. Agnes is the safe bet. Could you get her? Klaus? Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Klaus, you're a mensch. Enough with the thanks. Get me the midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Kaspar, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Of course. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you. I'll need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going. Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Good lord. Man, I hope it goes over well. Preparing the bonfire. Okay. Let's see. Klaus had to hurry me out of the house after Rachel went into labor, but he said I should go to the commons to see the town's preparations for St. John's Eve. Right. Probably should. Do we think there's anything else going on over here? There's Attilia. Maybe we can say something to her? Nah. That mysterious dial. Oh, Father Thomas is inside now. Nothing in particular. Okay. Let's head on out. Before we call it, I want to take a peek up at the mill real fast. Else? No? Nothing? Paul? Nothing in particular? Okay. Just standard greetings. Muller House, anything in here? Yeah, no. Nothing really. There are some herbs there. I don't know. I get the feeling that maybe whoever is behind the notes we just haven't met yet. Right? The smell is throwing me off. It came up again. Yeah. Alright, well, when next we come back, I suppose we will go to the commons and check out what the fuck is up, right? Sounds like some shit's afoot. Something fun, though. For once. Until next time, please, take care of each other.